Hello and welcome all lovers of indie games. If you're a fan of beautifully crafted pixel art games like I am, you've come to the right place. 2023 has already shown us some stunning handcrafted pixel games, but what about the games we have to look forward to? That's why I've made this top 10 list of some awesome pixel art games that I'm sure by the end of this video you'll be running to your wish list to add them, if you don't already. So anyway, let's sit back, relax and jump into some games together. Starting off the list at number 10, we have beloved Rapture, a turn-based combat JRPG that's been inspired by the old SNES classics of days gone by. You'll play as a young man from the countryside who's been thrown into a war he never really wanted to be part of. You'll need to not only fight monsters that are in front of you, but your own inner demons that you carry from past traumas. The game features no random encounters, and no forced grinding as the game wishes to focus on the story at hand instead of letting people get bored worrying about not being high enough level to take on a boss. I love JRPGs, so this one's taken my eye. Whilst I don't mind grinding out some levels sometimes, I do often find myself getting bored, so this ticks the box for me for just focusing on the story. It's your turn to attack in beloved Rapture at some point in 2023. Following on now at number 9, we have Psychroma, a narrative-driven side-scroller where you play as a digital medium. I don't think the word trippy really does this justice, as the art style is something to really get lost in. When I was looking at what games to add to this list, I just felt drawn to it for that reason alone. The current residents of the house are being held captive by a mysterious AI system. Yeah, I know, AI's taken over, right? Causing the memories of past residents to haunt the halls of the house. You'll need to allow the digital ghosts of the past to possess your body in order to descramble memories, solve puzzles, and see through their perspectives. Will you be the one to remove the ghosts in Psychroma? Game being released towards the end of 2023. Up next at number 8 we have The Bunny Graveyard, a cute on the surface but horror underneath puzzle exploration game where, after her brother mysteriously disappears from her home, Sky tries to overcome her fear of the dark and explore the haunting streets of Carrot Town. You'll need to keep your wits about you to solve the puzzles around Carrot Town, and you might want to keep your eyes open, like way wide open, to always be on the lookout for everything, as you don't know what's around the next corner, or you never know who or what might be following you as well. Will you be able to discover yourself and find your brother in the Bunny Graveyard, available later this year? Falling into the number 7 spot, we have Long Gone, a point-and-click adventure game set in a zombie apocalypse. You play as a survivor stranded in an old-world suburban neighbourhood. At the moment, not really much is known about the game, but the pre-alpha footage, well, it looks amazing. It's got the horror from the zombie apocalypse, but it also seems to have some elements of whimsy, like the gun doesn't shoot, and instead of just nothing happening, both you and the zombie look at the camera like, what happened? It's little things like that that just make me laugh and really enjoy playing games. You'll need to explore a post-apocalyptic neighbourhood, frozen in time, filled with hundreds of interactive objects that paint a detailed story of the people that once lived there. It's time to finally leave this neighbourhood in Long Gone, being released December in 2023. Up in the number 6 spot, we have Creature Keeper, a monster taming RPG where you fight alongside the creatures that you've befriended in real time. I'm sure we've all played monster tamers where the battling style is turn-based, like Pokemon, but this is something different, and that's what gets me really excited. The monsters you tame fight right next to you and aid you in battle. It's more like Monster Hunter with the Palicos. Can you capture them all in Creature Keeper, being released later this year? Following on at number 5, we have Shardpunk Verminfall, a turn-based tactical strategy with RPG, survival, and resource management elements as you gather your team, scavenge for resources, fight enemy hordes, and seek shelter to live another day. In Shardpunk, You've already lost sadly, and you're just trying to see the light of another day. The rat swarm has breached the walls of the capital and flooded the city with its vermin horde. You'll need to push through 3 different districts with progressionally more difficult enemies, rising emergency levels, and supplies that dry up like blood from the knife wound. Turn-based games are always high up on my list of games to play, and this one doesn't look like it'll disappoint. It's referenced XCOM and Darkest Dungeon in the Steam page, so if it's anything like them, I know this is going to be awesome. Shardpunk Verminfall will be steampunking out on the 13th of April, so really soon.
Grandma, tell us a story again.
We are the children.
Up next we have Roots of Pacha in the number 4 spot, and I've been following this one on Twitter for a while now, and I can't wait for the release. Roots of Pacha is a primitive hut builder and farming simulator set around developing your tribe and growing the strength and wisdom of the people around you. You'll need to discover, gather and farm vegetables and herbs, explore the surrounding wilderness to find animals to befriend and domesticate, fish the shallow and deep waters to see what lies at their depths, and mine the darkest caves filled with mysteries and secret powers. Now, I think best of all about this game is that it has co-op, so ask a friend to jump in and learn to make fire together. It seems like multiplayer was always at the front of the minds of the developers, so it should mean that you can play the whole game together, in a co-op style where maybe the other person doesn't even need to leave to continue the game. Take to the Stone Age in Roots of Pacha on the 25th of April. It's now time to look at the top 3, so this is the bit where everyone's normally getting a little bit more excited. In at number 3, we have Shadows of Doubt, an immersive sandbox detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city of crime and corruption. This is a huge game in the sense that things change as you play. The whole world is a sandbox where anything can happen. If you aren't fast enough in catching a killer, they sadly will kill again, and you'll just be chasing a shadow all over the world again. As the game is this big sandbox world, it does mean that you can explore anywhere in the city. Every nook of every trashy bar, every place of work, every seedy hotel room, blah. I'd rather not, but you might have to. This dystopia is your oyster. Break into apartments, rifle through secret documents, or hack security systems. Even a discarded receipt could be the key to cracking the case. I'm genuinely in awe at this game. It looks stunning in its noir kind of environment city, and I can't wait to catch the killer. Oh, well, hope to catch the killer. So I say you press X to Shadows of Doubt on the 24th of April.
Welcome to Cassette Beasts. Let's go over some combat basics. Always bring your cassette
Ooh, we're getting so close to the end. Now it's time for number 2, in which we have Cassette Beasts, an open world monster tamer where you can capture beasts in blank cassette tapes. Use the cassettes to become newly tamed beasts, or combine 2 together to make a whole new beasts ready to fight in this turn-based combat. I've been hyped for this for so long. I love monster tamers and turn-based combat. Spin in some new features like the cassettes being what catches them, and here's my enter money amount here please, and let me play it already. What is awesome is that it is couch co-op. I don't feel like you see enough of those these days. You get to play it with friends as you team up in local multiplayer to explore an open world, transform and battle together. It's time to record them tapes in Cassette Beasts on the 26th of April. And finally, in the number 1 spot, it's a game I'm sure we've all seen before because it's always at the top of everyone's lists, and one that I've been looking forward to for so long, Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is a turn-based RPG inspired by the classics. It tells the story of 2 children of the Solace, who will combine the powers of the sun and the moon to perform eclipse magic, the only force capable of fending off monstrous creations of the evil alchemist known as the Flesh Mancer. I'm really looking forward to just exploring the world, as there are so many ways to hang out in Sea of Stars. If you ever feel like you need a change of pace from adventure, you get to sail, cook, fish, or maybe bet some money and play the infamous tabletop game known as Wheels. The game looks like everything has been poured in with love, and it's one where you will just want to explore everywhere. Why would you not want to see everything? The game is going to be genuinely beautiful, and I can't wait to just look at all these handcrafted, beautiful things within the world. Sea of Stars will be soaring on the 29th of August. That's all from my top 10 list. Let me know in the comments below which games caught your eye and that you really are liking the look of now. As always, many thanks for watching until the end. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye!